What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about Psychic Mewtwo. I know I did really well at the Chill tournament with Rapid Strike. Again, I got second place there if you guys were following along. Thank you for everyone who was supporting me. I can do a tournament report on that and talk about the deck list, but it's not that much different from what I played to win the Limitless Weekly. So I don't think it's really worth it to go into depth in another video. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments below. But if not, we're going to go into the Psychic Mewtwo deck that actually beat me in the finals. I figured, what's a better way to talk about the tournament than the deck that actually beat me? And we'll jump right into it. We've got the Psychic Mewtwo deck today. We're going to talk about it in depth, jump into some of the techs, kind of why it's good, and how it's been kind of dominating the current meta, or like not dominating, but making a really big splash into the meta and kind of taking it by storm. So the main attacker here is, not that guy, Mewtwo Mew-GX, which uses Perfection to copy pretty much any attack in the deck and works from there. You play a bunch of different energy typings, we'll get into that, but you play 2 copies of Jirachi-GX because you kind of want Psychic Zone in play. A lot of things do have Mewtwo hate, but more importantly, Star Search attack turn 1 is really good to self-accelerate energy and kind of just get the ball rolling, because it says search your deck for an energy card, not a specific typing or anything. You have Gengar Mimikyu-GX, which has Poltergeist and Horror House. Horror House turn 1 can be very strong to gain a lot of tempo, because turn 2 you can Poltergeist your opponents and take a lot of damage onto the board. Then you have Trevenant and Dusknoir-GX, which has Night Watch 150 and puts 2 cards back into their deck to deck, sorry, blah, blah, blah. But it's really, really strong at doing what it does. And Pale Moon, if you can pull it off, it's very strong, but I don't think Pale Moon is really like one of your best answers in a lot of matchups. Incineroar-GX's Darkest Tornado-GX, however, is really annoying for a lot of decks to deal with because, well, you can pretty much one-shot anything if they do enough damage to you. And that's really scary. And Crushing Punch also gives you a lot of tempo in certain matchups. You can also use Linear Attack plus Calamitous Slash. Calamitous Slash is your big attack that does 240 damage. And, well, it's really easy to pull off because you're going to be putting damage counters on the board using your Horror energies, specifically. Then you have Reshiram and Charizard-GX. Double Blaze that gets you through some sticky situations. You can never actually get it off for the 6 energy effect, but Flare Strike for 230 is very strong, and Outrage for 2 energy is very strong as well. Massive Bloom is probably your best attack in the early game, a guaranteed 180 if you haven't taken any damage yet. And I mean, you can use Allergic Explosion to get you out of some tricky situations. You have your support Pokemon, and the rest of the list is fairly straightforward. So let's jump into some games, shall we? Our first opponent here is Filthy Jester. What could they be playing? Now, in almost every matchup, I think we want to go second, just because we get a free attack off by going second. And going first doesn't really help us. I mean, it doesn't hurt us because we can get an energy attachment down. But we would almost certainly like to be attacking as soon as we can. So going second is fine for us. It's super ideal even. Now this hand is a little bit weird, but we have 2 quick balls, so already it becomes an automatically good hand. We can quit Air Balloon the active if we need to. We can even throw an Air Balloon down on the Eldegoss or something on the bench. But overall, it's a pretty good hand. While active, our opponent is playing Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia, so we do want to have the Big Charm on the Mew and Mewtwo if we can. This Air Balloon should not be going here if possible. And, well, I'm going to have to Dedenne this turn, probably with this hand. But, yeah, we're going to have to hope it's a good Dedenne. Alright, a Metal Saucer, a Rope, 2 Crobats, and 2 Metals down. So our opponent probably plays 2 Dedenne, 2 Crobat, and he pitched 2 of those already. So an ADP comes down, an attachment. And we'll see where this takes us. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Let's check our attackers here. We're pretty okay across the board, actually. We're probably going to grab the Jirachi to put into the bin. Unfortunately, this Air Balloon is probably going to get completely sacked. We're going to attach so we can get a free Star Search next turn and a Dedenne. Nice. There's a Big Charm. We can go ahead and attach it. Guzmahala is pretty good also. Is there an attack we want to use here? Maybe Linear Attack into a Calamitous Slash, but we don't have any energy acceleration in the deck that's built in. So I think we're going to go ahead and just Star Search, grab ourselves an Aurora Energy, attach it to the active. This way we can set up for an attack next turn. I don't know what we want to do next turn yet. We could have a boss attack into this. A rope comes through. That's really annoying, actually. We do have 4 copies of Switch, but our hand is not the best. Our opponent discards a copy of Mew and Mewtwo. Could have been interesting if he chose to put it down, but I think we have the upper hand in that particular regard. Now, he's going to GX, and I probably want to go ahead and Horror House, I think, and make him draw cards if possible. And then we're going to try to go for a big attack from there. So let's go ahead and do this. No, Genki was not in the deck. That's right. So go ahead and grab this. I think that's the best option we have here. With all the pieces in the deck, we are a little bit stuck. So we'll grab this. If he didn't do this, we could have also Pale Mooned him. Most importantly noting, the air balloon being gone does hurt us here, actually. We actually had a lot of really big outs we could have done. But instead, we're stuck going to be getting hit by this guy. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but we could Allergic Explosion him. He plays only ropes. So maybe that's fine, I think. Let's go ahead and Allergic Explosion. I think if this play works, it pays off dividends. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I don't think he plays Switch based on his list. If we already see 2 ropes, it's highly unlikely he doesn't. So we're going to see what we can do with that. If this play pays off, another rope, sure. Rope, Switch, Energy, then I'm in trouble. Or rope, Balloon Energy, I guess. And Research, okay. So 3 of his ropes are down. I think we made that play fine. And we would lose the Dedenne here, but that's not like a big loss, to be honest. The bigger problem is that our hand is not super ideal right now. A Intrepid Sword comes through. That's really good for us. We're going to go ahead and just retreat again. Not wasting any time here. Massive Bloom doesn't get us the KO. Let's go ahead and do this. I just want to cycle through some cards. Okay. If we had Horror House here or Poltergeist, they'd both be really, really good attacks. But unfortunately, we're going to be going ahead and getting reduced to Massive Bloom, which doesn't knock out, but I think we can go ahead and maybe... I'm debating whether or not a Star Search is probably more valuable, so I can Flare Strike over Calamitous Slashing. If he comes up with Zacian. If he comes up with this, Calamitous Slash does kill, and I have an energy in hand. So I think Massive Bloom is fine. This sets up for a linear attack to close out this knockout if I need to. And also if I attach a Horror Energy to it at any point, then he can't attack into it. So now the problem arises where we get an attack off here, and we can kill with Outrage. Oh. Crushing Hammers, huh? I think that's the first one he showed to us. Another Passes Orders. This Dedenne is really getting stuck. Really turning out to be a problem, but he's going to die here. If he doesn't play Tool Scrapper, then our Mewtwo's okay, though. I think attacking the Mewtwo is probably more correct for him. Now he sets up 2 attackers here. Or I guess he sets up 1.5 attackers. Okay. For me, an Attach and Calamitous Slash is probably the best play. There's a Research. That means we can keep playing the game. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I can't bench any of these cards because I will lose the game, which is a problem. But, yeah. So let's go ahead and Calamitous Slash. That's really good. That's going to be good damage. We don't have a second charm now because that's gone. But we can go ahead and Marnie him again. We can't Flame Strike with the third Aurora. So we're looking for the third Aurora energy. Tails, nice. One Saucer left, but he can spin her for an energy here. 1, 2, 3. Water, he's probably going to put the water here. Maybe he's out of metals. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Maybe he plays 7, maybe he plays 8. That's probably the most, though. That's the max. Brave Blade comes through. If we kill this here, I think we're in a really okay spot. I mean, this is kind of an int, right? Because I can just outrage it. Unless he plays Scrapper. If I bench this, then Mawile kills me. But Mawile kills me anyway with Wily Bite, right? So I do this anyway. If I can get Switch Tag Switch, that'd be super nice. Switch Tag Switch would be super nice. Good Marnie. Yes, I do want less cards. Nice. Okay, Switch Tag Switch is very good here. Well, no, I need to outrage this. Let's go ahead and stamp him. I need to kill with outrage. That's unfortunate, but that's how the cookie crumbles. If he has last metal, he wins, or E-Switch, he wins. Here. Looks like he probably got the last metal here. Metal Saucer to the bench. E-Switch. Yeah, there it is. It was a close one, actually. That Dedenne did end up being our downfall at the end. Prizing the Gengar Mimikyu definitely hurt, but let's go to a game 2. So we're up against Kadate. Let's see how this goes. Again, ADP is probably one of the tougher matchups for any deck in this format. But, again, no harm, no foul. A little bit of a roughness came down. I get to go first. Interesting. He's probably playing either Pikarom or Fire Deck, or maybe we're playing Mirror Match. Who knows? Okay. So our opener is not the most amazing, and having to discard potentially 2 energies really does hurt. Okay, so this might be Mirror. We're gonna go ahead and Dedenne this entire hand. Like, I can't do anything with this hand, right? Like, might as well. He can't do anything to me this turn, so we'll just do this and pass. So if I hit a switch plus something next turn, I can go ahead and do a lot of damage to him. So I think this is either a mirror match or something like that. I'm not putting the Jirachi down because I'm going to force him to put his Jirachi down. Massive Bloom next turn to do a lot of damage. Guzbahala for Bosa. He's playing Eggrow. He's playing Eggrow, actually. There it is. So I'm not going to put this Jirachi down. In this instance, it was probably smarter for us to grab the Gengar Mimikyu. Because... no. No, because he can still accelerate from the deck and do damage. But we are going to look for a switch here. This would be very unfortunate and problematic if this comes up and gets us. We're going to look for a switch play. Is Jirachi better or just taking the knockout here? Because we could do everything and just grab ourselves a... We could grab ourselves a Gengar Mimikyu and bench it as well and try to make a play there. Okay, Tag Call is really good here. So we're going to go for the Massive Bloom. Let's draw some cards. Mallow Lana. Hello? Please? Thank you. Mallow Lana. And we're going to go. We're going to just go, go, go. I don't know why PT Show is being sticky today. This is not good. Huh. Okay. A little bit of a rough spot for us. We didn't get anything, actually. I mean, I can do this. We're going to go ahead and see what's in that hand. 1, 2, 3. That's a knockout. And we're on the Gengar Mimikyu now, which doesn't get knocked out by anything, really. So now we can power up the Mewtwo again, or tag switch back into it if I can potentially get those pieces. I have 2 boss in my hand, so, and a concession. So there you see it. So there you have it, guys. That's the Psychic Mewtwo deck. You really see the power of the deck with Gengar Mimikyu in the deck and all the tons of options it has. It's really one of the scariest decks out there, actually, with the most minimal effort that it takes to get set up. And he was rolling through so many people throughout the day and having a pretty much a field day. And I think this is definitely a deck worth investing time into before tag teams get rotated. So if, as always, you enjoyed the videos, like, subscribe, leave a comment below. You know the drill. If you guys want me to talk about the Chill tournament where I played Rapid Strike, let me know in the comments as well. I can do a video on Monday about it if you want. If not, we can continue with some of the other cooler decks that are coming out of this format before Chilling Ren takes over. So thank you as always for watching, and I always appreciate the support. Peace, guys.